Take a breath. It'll be okay. What's up, fans? So today I normally do my preview for the Dolphins-Jets game, or my preview for whatever team the Dolphins are playing on Friday. I am going to still do that, but we got something I got to talk about from jump. Josh Sitton is going to IR. He tore his rotary cuff. He played through it on Sunday, which this dude's a beast, and I really wish he wasn't done for the season. But he's done for the season. The Dolphins are not going to put a player on the 53-man roster. They're going into the Jets game with just 52 guys on the roster because they're going to be mulling over, are we going to trade someone? Are we going to sign someone? What are we doing? Are we good with Ted Larson at left guard? Ted Larson is playing left guard. They were talking about moving Jesse Davis over to left and putting Ted Larson at right. Ted Larson will be playing left guard. My thoughts on this is shit, because I feel like our run game against the Titans was so well because of what Sitton was doing over at left guard. But I do have confidence, and I am comfortable with Ted Larson in at left guard. But I do want to pick someone up because injuries do happen, people. This is the NFL. Injuries do happen. Yeah. It sucks, but let's get into Sunday's game against the Jets and look at the injury reports. Okay, so looking at the injury report, they didn't release it for today yet, but I'm going off of Thursdays. So full practice for everybody. What did I say? I said full practice for everyone, obviously, but Josh Sitton. But full practice for everyone. What does that mean, Doug? That means Devontae Parker is most likely going to be playing on Sunday. And a lot of people are going to be asking, well, how many times are we going to see Parker? How many times is he going to catch? What's going on with this, and that, blah, blah, blah. I don't see Devontae Parker doing too much. I don't see Devontae Parker. The Dolphins have certain packages for certain receivers. So they have a package for Grant, Albert Wilson, Kenny Stills will always be on the field, and obviously Devontae Parker. So I would say about 20 snaps, depending on how long the offense is with on the field and stuff. But Devontae Parker will be on the field. Supposedly he is going to be playing Sunday, so we can look forward to that. John Denny was limited Wednesday and Thursday, but I see him playing. They did bring in a long snapper onto the practice squad just in case, but I don't see anything with John Denny, so don't you worry, pretty little head. And then the Jets, yesterday there was only 3 guys who didn't practice, and it was non-injury related for Dozier, Dakota, and it's Marcus May and Josh Martin, and I don't think they're starters, so I don't think they have anything to worry about. Whereas the Dolphins lost Josh Sitton, but I already talked about that, so don't worry about it. That's the injury report. Will it affect the game? I don't know. Bears to be seen. But let's get into what I think the Dolphins need to do to beat the Jets. I did it last week for the Titans, and a lot of the stuff that I picked, they did, which in turn helped them win the game. A lot of the stuff I picked is going to be the same, but a little bit different. So let's get into it, or let's get started. First thing is to stop Bilal Powell, stop the running game. Stop him from getting receiving yards out of the backfield, running on us. Stop doing that. And you'll force Sam Darnold to make his own decisions. That also goes into number 2, which is get to Sam Darnold. Sack his ass. He's still a rookie. I get it. He had a great game last week. Don't get me wrong. I'll give the credit where credit's due. He had a great game last week, but he's still a rookie. If it was the Dolphins, I wouldn't be like, oh, next coming to Dan Marino. Oh. I would just be like, great game. Keep it up. Let's see what you can do. But with Sam Darnold, I will see in about 5 games. 5 games is my criteria of let's see what this guy can actually do. Number 3, protect Ryan Tannehill. This is now more important today than it was last week because we don't have Josh Sitton. We need to protect Ryan Tannehill. When we protect Ryan Tannehill, things like this happen. We need to protect Ryan Tannehill. The reason why he was able to throw that bomb to Kenny Stills is because he had the time in the pocket. What would be number 4? Run the ball. Frank Gore, I know no one gives a shit about this, but I think Frank Gore is about like 24 yards from being the 4th all-time rusher, and the 4th all-time rusher right now is Curtis Martin, so I'm pretty sure that would be really funny and ironic if we did it against the Jets to get him to the 4th and beat Curtis Martin out for 4th all-time rusher. But run the ball. Kenyon Drake was doing great. Frank Gore, every time he got that ball, he got like at least a minimum of 5 yards running. You run the ball twice, you got a first down. Run the ball. And then all of a sudden we're running the ball like crazy, play action, throw it over the top, run the ball. Just continue to run the ball, please. Next, tackle better. Please, for the love of cheese, tackle better. There was a play where Dion Lewis ran it up the middle, and McDonald came running up, and I was like, oh, he's going to tackle him. He hits him, and then Dion Lewis, short-ass Dion Lewis, just kept on going right through TJ McDonald. You guys got to tackle better. A lot of the big runs that happened against the Dolphins when they were playing the Titans, was because of poor tackling. Tackle better. It seems like the only people that were tackling well were Kiko Alonso, Rashad Jones, and Mika Fitzpatrick. Everyone else was just flopping around like a bunch of friggin' idiots. Gotta tackle better. Next thing, and this is the final thing for me, score in the red zone. Please, score in the red zone and convert 3rd downs. If we would have done that against the Titans, we would have blown them the fuck out. The score would have been about 34. It would have been 34-20. It would have been the 34-20 because at that point they wouldn't have been able to kick the field goal. They would have been in a different mindset of we need to score touchdowns instead of kicking field goals because they keep scoring on our asses off of turnovers. It would have been a horse of a different color and a completely different game because the Dolphins would have ran the ball more and they would have been more efficient. Did really well with pre-snap penalties last week. There were a few, but there weren't as many as usual. So that's why that one's not on the list, but keep doing that as well. But comment below. Let me know what you guys think I didn't have on there that we could do to beat the Jets. Normally around this time, I give you guys my score prediction. I think last week I said I'd be happy with a 21-20 win. I wasn't that far off, but with this one it's going to be a little bit different because the Jets defense scares me a little bit, and the fact that Josh Sitton is now done for the year also scares me a little bit. So I still am predicting a win. I'm thinking that the Jets did as well as they did was because they were facing the Lions, and the Lions are a brand new team with a head coach and a scheme and all that stuff. So I am predicting a 24-17 Dolphins win. We got to rush. We got to have a lot of rushing yards. But normally we get to 24, we're good. So a 24-17 Dolphins win. Comment below, guys. Let me know. Am I crazy? Let me know if I missed something on how to beat the Jets. But speaking of comments, hey, let's pick one of your guys' comments and answer it like a human being. What? And this one comes from Turd Ferguson. Love the name. What a fucking hilarious name. I know what it's from. Is it too early to call Charles Harris a draft bust? Us Finns heads were hating all over Deion Jordan. I was the main one, haha. And rightfully so. He was horrible, but he did more while he was here than Charles Harris, and Harris seems to be getting a free pass with the fans. No, I'm not gonna call him a bust quite yet. Just because he right now is behind 2 Pro Bowl ends. He's behind Cameron Wake and he's behind Robert Quinn. He did play a good amount on Sunday, so I'm not calling him a bust yet. Is he playing to where I would like him to be? No. Is he the pick that I wanted? No. The Eagles got the pick I wanted. The Eagles got the defensive end that I wanted in that year's draft, but I wouldn't call him a bust yet. Also, to me, he's more of a 3-4 outside linebacker than a 4-3 defensive end. So he's it's hard because it seemed like Deion Jordan was the same thing. He was more of a 3-4 defensive end, outside linebacker than a 4-3 defensive end. We keep doing that. We think we can convert these dudes, but no. So no, I wouldn't call him a bust. I'll ask me this question again towards the end of the year, and I'll re-answer it, because I think giving him more play time will be good for him. But that is comment question of the day. Like I keep telling you all the time, comment below, ask me questions. There are Jet fans that are commenting on my videos saying we're gonna get our asses whipped and it's gonna be embarrassing for us and this and that. Do it. I love hearing from other fans. It makes my day. But also realize something. Last week I had a lot of Titan fans saying the same shit to me. And if the Dolphins get their asses whipped by the Jets, I will come on here and I will say the Dolphins just got their asses whipped by the Jets. I will say, I will own up to it. I won't make excuses because I'm not that type of fan. Last week the Titans fans were saying it, and then Sunday they disappeared. And then Wednesday they disappeared. Don't be that fan. Back up your smack talk. If you're gonna talk shit and say the Jets are gonna whip the Dolphins' ass and they don't, be like, alright, I was wrong. You guys played a good game. See you guys in what? 4 or 5 weeks. So I'll own up to it, but just make sure you own up to it. But other than that, that's the video. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. I tweet out a ton of things. If you guys don't follow certain beat writers, or you guys don't follow certain Dolphin writers, I do tweet out things that I'm like, good stat or good this and good that. Like Armando Salguero tweeted out that Matt Burke pointed out fact I had generally missed during the game. Coaches had plays that bumped Minka to safety and put Bobby McCain in the nickel and used Torrey McTyer as a boundary corner. So if you guys don't follow Armando Salguero and you didn't hear that, I retweet that shit, so you now know, oh shit, there was a few plays that Mika was playing safety, McCain went to slot, and they put McTyer in. So follow me on Twitter, I retweet things. Follow my second channel, The Bit Boys. Just played Spider-Man yesterday, today God of War comes out. We're gonna continue playing Madden, don't worry, we're gonna continue playing Madden. I'm just really hooked on Spider-Man right now. So go over, check out The Bit Boys. I know a ton of you guys have been doing that, and a ton of you guys have been subscribing and being like, hey Doug, it's me. And I seriously appreciate the shit out of it. I'm going to send you all wristbands that have subscribed to the Bit Boys, because I really appreciate the shit out of that. Hit a thumbs up. Let's get this video to 150 thumbs ups. Let's do it, because that'll show that 150 Dolphin fans think that we're gonna beat the Jets on Sunday. Don't forget to subscribe, because I do this a minimum of 2 weeks. A minimum of 2 days a week. I do it every Wednesday with my dad. We pick games. Every Friday I do this, and every Sunday after the game I recap it for you guys. So a minimum of 3 videos a week, and then sometimes I throw one in just for the jazz of it. So be sure to subscribe if you're not subscribed already. I appreciate everyone who subscribed. I love all my guys. You're my guys, and if there's some girls in there, you're my girls. I love all you. You guys are the best, biggest supporters. I love you all, and I will see you guys Sunday, hopefully after a Dolphins win against the Titans. There's not a game that I feel good about this year. There's not one game. I don't even give a shit about the Colts. The Bills game, I don't feel good about that. I don't give a shit how bad they sucked. But look at that Ravens-Bengals game. I know I said I was going to end the video, but look at that Ravens-Bengals game. Ravens beat the shit out of the Bills, and then the Bengals pretty much beat the shit out of the Ravens. The Ravens started coming back, but hey, I got AJ Green on one of my fantasy teams. Sorry if you're playing me. So we'll see. Like I said, Jets did great last week. They beat the shit out of the Lions. Look what happened to the Ravens. So can we win? I hope to and pray to God. I don't want to be living in New Jersey and have to hear Jet fans talking shit to me. But other than that, I will see you guys on Sunday. Let's get a win, and like usual, fins up. We're gonna review last week, well, this past weekend real quick, and then we're gonna go into our picks. But any game last week that you were like, what? Where the hell did that come from?
The Buffalo game.
47-3 they lost. 47-3. Are you scared of the Bills? Or do you think they just had a bad game?